doing, sir?
What's going on, man?
Oh, no, man. I'm Officer Becerra there in the police department.
Yes,
the reason you've been stopped, sir, was ran your tags that shows no insurance.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you got insurance? Driver's license, please.
Oh, man, I just rushed out of the house. Man, picking my daughter up from the school down here, man. I think I left everything at the house, man.
Even a driver's license?
Man, I just got dressed, man, tying my shoes up, dropping one kid off at school. Hold on, man. Yeah, I
Well, I don't need this one. I just need a driver's license after this. I'll hand this back to you, sir.
And you know what? I want y'all to let me know, do y'all feel like Charleston White is behind getting this footage being released, or somebody else did they due diligence to try to, you know, find this video or whatever the case may be and release it?
I ain't got it on me.
Do you have an ID or anything with you?
You want my license number?
When the officer arrived, Mr. White appeared to not have active car insurance, nor did he have his driver's license. The officer took his name verbally and ran it through the NCIC, National Crime Information Center system.
It's Charleston, first name?
Yeah, Charleston Jamal. Since I rushed out the house, dropping CJ off, and left my mama. Yeah, goddamn. And I had, matter of fact, man, the shoes. I had the new ID on me.
What's it?
Hey, when did it say it expired?
It doesn't have anything on the computer at all. So this is valid policy, right? Old American?
It should be, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be.
All right, man. I'll give them a call. If they say it's good, then I'm good, okay? If they say it's not good, then it's going to be a ticket.
Man, God.
All right? That's how it is, man. We don't really play here in Irving with no insurance. It's automatic ticket, all right?
I understand. Well, you see what's on the back of my window, so I do a lot.
I hear you, man.
So, yeah, so I understand. So, yeah, if it's not showing, it ain't showing. Baby,
Okay.
did you pay it? Baby. She changed credit card, so don't run it.
So are you saying it's not valid?
Not valid. She just said she changed credit card.
Okay. All right, man. Do you have any outstanding warrants? I'm assuming not, right?
No, I ain't got
You ever been arrested for anything?
Yeah, man. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
When was that?
Man, that was got into it with some gang members. Man, a community activist came down.
Now, y'all, I don't know, did y'all catch it? Like, I caught it, but it definitely seemed like the cop was like, you know, like, he was like, when was that? You know, I don't know if he trying to find out, like, if Charleston White is on that same type of time right now, you know, whatever type of time he might have been on to have to do that, or, you know, is he dealing with, you know, a situation that was, you know, way in the past?
Into the neighborhood after making some threats, pointed a gun at him, man. So, you know, getting to leave the property, they went back and called the police on me. So I haven't been indicted yet. So.
Okay. Well, all right, man. Hopefully it works out for you. Okay, dude?
Yes, sir.
What about drug use?
No drug use.
No drug use? Not even marijuana?
Yeah, I smoke marijuana.
You ever smoke in the car?
Last night.
Last night?
Yeah, last night.
You know if there's anything in there right now? So don't dig, dude. I'm just asking. That little guy?
Yeah,
That's it?
That's it, man.
That's all you have?
That's all I got, man.
All right, man. Fair enough. Let me check on a few things, and I'll be right back with you, okay? That's a good driver's license number, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's going to come back to that address?
Yes, sir.
All right, bud. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back with you.
I ain't gonna lie, the cop kind of seemed like he started being in favor of Charleston White once Charleston White said he pretty much had to chase down some gang members or defend himself against some gang bangers. However, y'all heard what Charleston White said.
So, dude, smell like a little bit of weed, a lot of air freshener. I figured I'd ask. He says he's been arrested for ag assault with deadly weapon, Fort Worth. He's still under charges for that. So just FYI. We don't know you're here, but he knows I'm here. How much, man?
Mr. White had a little bit of weed in there. He said he's been arrested for ag assault with deadly weapon. He's still facing the charges. So we'll get him out in a sec. And
Okay.
search the car. I'm just trying to run this vehicle.
Cool.
Just go up and pull him out and search him.
All right.
Hold on, you got to call Sean. I just got pulled over by the police.
Charleston White is crazy. Did y'all notice that he threw that stocking cap on his head? Because, you know, at first he had his whole, you know, his twisties or dreads or whatever you want to call it earlier on. Now the officers done returned to the vehicle and Charleston White done threw this stocking cap on. Now, I don't know if Charleston White did that because he felt like he was going to jail or something like that. But I feel like, or maybe he's just like, you know, I don't know. Just, he's always in character mode. I don't know. But I would feel like, you know, putting a stocking cap on will possibly make you get viewed even more worse. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me.
Hey, I got on the other line.
All right, Mr. White, you mind putting that down for now? So here's the deal, man. Since you got that little bit of weed on you, I got to search the car and your person, okay? Is there anything else illegal inside the car?
I got a little 25 on.
Okay, where's it on you?
Right now. Okay, we'll just leave it
Okay,
there.
we'll just leave it there for now, all right? Anything on your person?
No, sir.
All right, go ahead and drop the phone.
Okay. Baby, I got to drop the phone. Man, can I get my...
And, you know, one thing I caught is that Charleston White is very, you know, cooperative and honest with the situation. And I'm not saying that in the form of, like, him, you know, like, trying to say, like, he's snitching or telling in that type of form. But I'm just saying he's pretty much, like, not making the police have to work so hard. And I don't know if that's going to end up playing in his favor or against him. I don't know what Charleston White got going on, or maybe that's just the type of dude he is. He feel like it ain't no reason to just... You know, he not really hiding nothing. Everything is in plain sight. You know, the weed is there. The weapon is there. He just like, you know, he's him. But who knows what kind of, like, you know, juice or knowledge Charleston White have.
daughter situated while y'all do?
Not yet, man.
Okay.
Where's your daughter at?
Oh, she's at the school. At the,
All right, yeah, not right now, okay? Let's deal with you.
Okay.
Good, drop your stuff.
Can I pick this up?
We'll just leave it up here, okay? Want to hop out for me?
I got a knife in my pocket. Right?
Okay. I'm just going to detain you for now. All right, you're not under arrest or anything else. It's just this pocket, man?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else on you, okay?
No, sir. That's it.
35. Can you 10-9, please? You said a can of mace?
Yes, sir.
Where's that mace at?
So it seems like to me that Charleston White have always operated with the mace. I guess it wasn't a thing that he picked up once he started getting more notoriety and fame or whatever you call it, but that's always been something in his arsenal.
Eligible Class C, that expired in 2008, clear 29.
Alright, buddy, I'm just going to put it in the bag so I don't lose any of your stuff, okay?
Yes, sir. That's not illegal, is it?
No, it's not. 10-4, thanks. Yeah, I want to make sure everything's out of your pockets, man, and then we'll go from there,
I
okay?
understand you guys' job, sir. Yes, sir.
Why are you so prepared, man?
Man, I got a lot of threats, man. I went viral I walked into the police department, man, after I do a lot of community work. And I went to the police department, man. A lot of killings going on in the city. Spoke out against the Crips and the Bloods. So somebody did a viral video of me saying that I snitched on the Crips and the Bloods and all across the country. So I've been getting a lot of death threats, man, on my life.
Where are you from?
I'm from Fort Worth.
Okay.
And my daughter goes to school right up here at the school up here, man.
Okay.
So I'm just coming to pick her up. Just dropped my son off at work. I run a community center out there in Fort Worth called High Youth Outreach. So I do a lot of work in the community, man, stand against a lot of gang violence. So I get a lot of kills upon my life.
And you know what, I'm gonna say this. I think that Charleston White is definitely going to jail right now. The reason why I would say that is because they was putting all his belongings in that bag. You know, that's like that bag, like they have all your, you know, name, all your name on the bag with your property, and they take that on to the station or whatever the case may be. But usually, you know, if they ain't trying to really necessarily take you in, they might just put everything on top of the car or everything on top of the hood or their car, whoever car it may be. And, you know, until, you know, they find out if somebody's going to jail or not. But I'm looking at it like, man, Charleston White is definitely probably going to jail. He got a lot of things going on. I don't know if that firearm is legal or illegal. I'm not sure. I don't know what they, you know, it seemed like they was kind of making a fuss about the marijuana. Maybe they, you know, it's strict around there based upon the marijuana. Who knows? Y'all let me know in the comments. And, you know, he just got a lot of stuff going on. So I think they're going to haul him in.
That's good, man.
I've got over 100 threats, man, over the last. I just had to go to the police department and make some threats. So against the Harvey Street Crips, the Fort Trade Gangster Crips, the Pyru Bloods. So.
You know, one thing that I'm also gathering from Charleston White is that I think he believes that everybody cares about his stance against gangbangers. You know, like when it comes to the police, you got some police that's, you know, they run hand in hand with the wrong type of people. And then you got the police that do some picking and choosing, far as, you know, they'd rather deal with the less bad as opposed to the worse. But then you also got some law enforcement that's just like, you know, a person that's breaking the law is a person who's breaking the law. And they don't really care what it is. You know, they hauling in the lady, the older lady, you know, the young dude, the older dude, you know, the dude who go to work every day, the dude who dropped his kid off, the person who hanging out, trying to, you know, just hanging out on the street. They don't mind. You know, if you break the rules, you break the rules. And they hauling you in. They not doing no sympathy or no leverage or anything like that. And also, you know, depends on who the officers is. Some officers ain't really got no authority to be just like letting people go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think every officer, like maybe some type of lieutenant or something like that, can possibly, okay, you a community leader, activist. I done ran the script. I done ran the resume, ran the background on you. Everything you saying is legit. You really is against these, you know, so-called gangbangers and all that. And maybe a lieutenant, a sergeant or something like that, whatever, can probably, you know, let him out or let him go. But just like these regular officer dudes, patrol officers, I don't think they got that type of, you know, authority or whatever the case may be. Because, you know, they got situations out here to where, you know, police do a lot of things, you know. Sometimes they take certain things that they shouldn't be taking, and they won't make no arrest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just to be how it is with bad cops.
You're out here trying to do good, and they're threatening you.
Man, my biggest, and then I embrace the police department, so I do a lot of community work on, you know, advocating for.
Mr. White, can you face the car for me real quick?
Advocating for, you know, better relations with us with the police department, man. And so my message is, my greatest threat when I walk out of this door isn't a police officer that's looking to do me any harm. It's not a claim.
And even though you can't judge a book by its cover, sometimes your image play a big part on people viewing you a certain way. So I feel like Charleston White still look crazy. And that's no disrespect. But I just feel like far as like a normal individual image, I don't think he like just has that. Like, I don't know who I could use in an example. Like, what would be like just a regular, like, yeah, like a, you know, like on Power, like a Lawrence Tate on Power type dude or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Councilman Tate type dude. I mean, even a dude who looked like Ghost or something like that. Or, I mean, you know, Proctor or something like that. Like just, you know, like a regular type of dude. Like, I'm trying to think about somebody else that don't be just, you know, suited down. Because, you know, they be suited down and tailored up. But I think y'all get the drift. It's like, dude be having all kind of clothes on. You know, he be mix matching. He got stocking cap on. He got long, twisty hair. You know what I'm saying? He got jewelry on. It's like, he don't really look like a community leader activist to me.
There's another black guy that looks like me, so I speak out against the black on black violence.
You want my partner back
not a
there?
problem.
Yeah, just grab a seat right there, man, if you want.
Yeah, man, so of course I get called a coon, I get called a sellout. So if you let me show you on my phone, man, I can show you, I went, it's over 500,000 views, man, of me saying I'm tired of the gang violence, they're giving the kids drugs, they're giving kids guns, so man, my life's in danger.
What's this on? 35 inch, yes.
Now that cop might just be making conversation. You know, they do a lot of having conversation with you and stuff like that, so they could kind of like start getting familiar with your pattern of behavior, so they could start trying to detect if, you know, you get the line or whatever the case may be. And sometimes they just want to, you know, have the situation possibly go more smoother than what it is, or keep you distracted for whatever the case is to come. But he was like, where's that on? So he might be interested in what Charleston White got going on. He probably want to look into it and see if he's, you know, really doing what he's doing. And he might be pro the stance that Charleston White is saying that he's taking.
Can you run the same individual all the way, see if he has a prior felony conviction with a gun in the car?
Social media, man, my face blasted, mom's worthy, kids worthy. So yeah, man, you know, I spoke to City Council Tuesday, made the mayor, man, I do a lot of community work, so I'm very much well known in Fort Worth for the work that I do in the Stop 6 area. So, yeah.
Okay.
So,
I hear that's a rough area over there.
Man, that's 76105 zip code, yes, sir, it's one of the rough in Fort Worth.
So is that where you're originally from?
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
born and raised. Yeah, born and raised. Used to be a trouble kid myself.
Okay.
God allowed me to make some bad shit decisions.
And I will say this, Charleston White definitely don't seem like he's really worried about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's because, again, like I said, because whoever he know or what he know, you know what I'm saying? Or he just know he signed up for what he signed up for, but he definitely don't seem too bothered or worried like that. You know, at one moment he definitely did seem like he was kind of worried about trying to get things in order for his daughter, which I agree with that. Like, I understand that, you know, a person who got responsibilities view things different as a person who's outside without no responsibilities. It's just like, it is what it is.
Charleston life, man, ended up in the Texas Juvenile Justice Department. Spent most of my teenage life there. Got out in 1998, haven't been back to prison. It wasn't until I started having children that I started wanting to do something different in life. Never been raised by a man, never been spanked by a man, never been disciplined by a man. I didn't first get a hug from a man until I landed in juvie hall. So at times as a kid, going to juvie hall was okay, man, because I found a father. Got out, man, my oldest brother, he served a 99-year prison sentence for murder.
place.
Boy Robert Stan 1324, insurance expired January 28th.
Yep.
I had a loving mom, retired from General Motors, man, God-fearing, but that lack of father. Growing up in the black culture, you grew up believing that going to prison is a part of manhood. You watch dad go, you watch your uncles go, you spend the night over your buddies' houses, their dad's in prison. Nobody's coming back saying anything bad about prison. Nobody. You turn on the television, you see it, it's glorified in the videos, you put on your headphones, it's propagated in the music. So with that young, impressionable mind, you grew up thinking that's the life. So I went in this institution, man, never had been exposed to the gangs. Got into the institution and said, man, this gang shit is everything I'm looking for. So I joined the gang, started writing home, telling mom, I don't believe in Jesus no more. Took on that gang culture mindset. Thought we was hardcore. But as I got older, I realized, man, we was just hurt kids.
Charleston White is definitely well spoken when he chooses to be.
Got out in 98, man, my record was sealed. Don't have any felony convictions. But when I came back to my community, the African-American culture is negative, right? Everything that we get is negative. The rap music, Master P had just dropped Ghetto Dope, taught you how to cook crack from step 1 to step 10. So here it is, I'm locked up from 14 to 21. Man, when I get home, I'm still 14. Even though I'm 21, I don't know how to talk to girls. So I spent most of my 20s trying to find an identity, hanging out with this guys, hanging out with this guys, hanging out with this neighborhood, just trying to find an identity. And through fatherhood is where I found my identity. Through fatherhood is where I found identity.
So how many kids you got?
I got 2. I got a 16-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter.
Okay.
Their mom just went to jail. They live out here in Irving. Their mom just went to jail, man. I think she was on the run for a couple years for probation violation. So I got custody of the kids, married. So finish the story, right? Went to pre-law school, went to Texas Western pre-law school, man. And just had a vision to work with children. Many of my buddies that I went to school with, man, got locked up at 13, 14, 15. And ended up doing 19, 20 years. So I started a youth organization. It's called Hype About Hype Youth Outreach. We started going back into the juvenile systems, going into the school.
And even though, people tend to find these arresting videos and stuff like that very interesting, which I understand it. I would like to say that in this particular video, we really getting to learn a lot about Charleston White. Now, it might be a lot of people who's already familiar with the things that Charleston White is saying. But me, myself, for the most part, all this stuff is new to me. Or if it was something said, I probably didn't catch it or whatever the case may be prior. But right now, and if all what he's saying is true, then I'm definitely learning a lot about Charleston White.
Working with the probation department. There was an incident that happened in Fort Worth where a woman by the name of Jackie Craig, son, she was arrested for calling the police to grab the son by the neck. That is where I learned to embrace the police department rather than aligning with the African American community with the hate. We hate police, we hate police. I thought it was a great opportunity, man, for us to bridge the gap. So I took a chance, man. I started meeting with, at the time was the president of the Police Officers Association.
And you know, I just gotta say this since Charleston White just said that. Like, people that go through certain things and experience certain things, they become a certain way and they start having a certain type of feeling towards certain type of situations or a certain type of person. So when certain people feel like they was wrongfully done by police or witnessed or affected some type of way by the wrong type of police, then they carry that mindset. Because I don't believe everybody hates all cops that's cool, good cops. You know what I mean? That's just, you know, doing what they trying to do, really trying to just do what they got to do. They ain't trying to do too much. They ain't trying to abuse their authority. They ain't trying to, you know, be on no crooked stuff. They ain't trying to just, you know, cause more harm to the society than what they, you know, than what's already going on. They ain't on that. And people don't have a problem with those type of people. Because you can't get mad at a person just because they choice of employment. You know what I mean? Like, somebody got to do it at the end of the day. So, like, my outlook on it is never just like, oh, F all cops. It's not F all anything. But, you know, a wrong cop that, you know, seem like they definitely trying to just, you know, feel like they run the world and they want to put their hands on somebody or cause harm or, you know, put people in a twist, plant things on people. Those are foul individuals, you know? And I just feel like it's only right that we always highlight and make sure we separate the two. Because it's two different elements in everything. Even in gang banging, even in the gang culture, it's like two different, you know, elements. Yeah, you got the thug, you got the don't care, you got the low life, you got the don't, you know, value life, don't feel like their life is worth something. You got that element. Then you also got that element that's fly, fresh, fashionable, about their money, being groomed, being well educated, being well structured, moving militant, moving with respect, well mannered, know how to treat people. You know, like, it's two elements in everything. That's just the truth in the matter.
About a Rick Van Houten. I met with him. Chief Joel Fitzgerald was the chief at the time. I started developing relationships with Deputy Chief Hauser, Chief Krause, who's now the chief at the time. I literally started developing genuine relationships with him. So I embraced.
You got gangbangers that don't care what they do stuff to, you know, innocent or not, whatever, they don't care. They snatch an innocent person purse, a lady, whatever, they don't care. Then you got people that got more stance that, you know, they got different type of things. Like, you know, they're not finna do this, that, and the third. They only gonna do stuff to people who signed up for the mutual combat. So, you know, two elements.
When they brought the procedural justice to the city. So I sat one time in a meeting and I heard our department.
One second, Mr. White.
Yes, sir. I heard our department explain what procedural justice was to the African. I heard all the pastors, man, they was rejecting that shit. So I'm saying, man, you're supposed to be Christ-like, man. It didn't sit right. So, man, I stood up and my mother pastor was in there and I said, say, man, all of y'all complaining, but excuse my language. I said, man, we don't see none of y'all niggas in our neighborhood. All y'all don't speak out against the gang violence, the black, we don't see none of that. But all of our mothers, so I was shunned by my community.
I ain't gonna I ain't gonna lie. Even though Charleston White did all that, like cooperating and, you know, just pretty much being upfront about everything he had going on, all the way from the insurance, and he got knives and mace and got a weapon and got weed. He was upfront. But it seemed like the one cop is definitely trying his best to trying to, like, you know, he's doing a real deep search. Like, I mean, you know, he was doing a real deep search on his person, and then now he's doing a real deep dive in the car. I'm not saying that, you know, he's doing something wrong. You know, the cop is doing what he's supposed to do. You know, sometimes you got to be, you know, as thorough as you can be. However, I'm just saying it's kind of crazy how, even though he was so upfront and he wasn't being sneaky about nothing, it seemed like they, you know, it's like more feel. Like he trying to, like he assumes that Charleston White would still hide something, even though he was upfront about certain things.
But my city leaders embrace me. I'm a young emerging leader. I'm radical at times. I curse. I use the N-word with my people. But I wake up every day to feed children, to right a wrong that I've done. I was with 3 guys who, me and my money just flew out.
Here. That was it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The other one, that other money.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you see the other money, it says for
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the door so. There you go.
So yeah, man. So I started this youth organization. So here it is. I'm stuck in the middle between the department and the community. The community turned against me. So man, that's why I got that gun on me, man. So if you give me an opportunity, I can show you on Facebook. If you call the police department, I just went to gang room and say, hey man, the Crips are threatening me, the Bloods are threatening me. You look at my videos, man, every day I'm up in the morning promoting fatherhood, saying, man, you niggas don't spend time with your father, you niggas is destroying our neighborhood. The Crips and the Bloods are our enemies. It ain't no gung-ho cop. How can we say anything about anybody when we self-inflict these wounds that we... So, man, I got a strong message. And so, man, my life is in danger. Malcolm died.
You know, Charleston White, you know, he's intelligent, right? And I feel like he's selling himself, far as, you know, campaigning himself to law enforcement to try to get them to understand that he's more beneficial to them as opposed to being a threat to them.
Next, black people killed him. As long as he was talking about white people. As soon as Malcolm started saying what we needed to do, that, hey man, Elijah Muhammad is a pedophile, he's sleeping with underage girls, they killed him. So whoever comes through the black community is speaking the truth about black people, man, our lives are in danger. So you Google my name, you'll see that I do training.
And see, a lot of that stuff might actually work and fly with certain type of people, depends on where their mind frame is at, or if they even battle with some type of level that's like anti the black community or full-on racist, you know, then maybe they might feel a lot more like where Charleston White is coming from. But for people who's not really into like just, you know, anti anything, like did not really tripping off of like too deep on the hate the black culture or whatever it is, just running around doing their job and just doing whatever they do day by day, they probably don't really care so much for Charleston White to be running these campaigns against his own or other blacks or however you word it, you know?
The United States Department of Homeland Security, I used to be a pimp. I pimped on my children's mother. When I saw my daughter being born, man, God did something on the inside of me. I changed my life. Somehow, I would go to Eastfield College for year after year, and I would train the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. DEA would be in there, a special agent by the guy named of Keith Owens. He heard me speak one time at Texas Western University. I do public speaking. I was responsible for leading a group of children who took someone's life when he was kids, man. Me and 3 buddies skipped school one day. We went to the Farm 303 Mall in Arlington. We ran out of Foot Locker with some jackets. My 16-year-old friend shot and killed the guy that tried to stop me. Got by the name of Michael Lee. We became the first children in the state of Texas to fall in the Texas juvenile sentencing law where a kid can be sentenced up to 40 years. I got 12 years. The only reason I didn't get 40 is my mom was financial aid. My co-defendants, they was all tried as adults. One received 75 years, the other one received 99 years, went back on appeal and got 25. My 15-year-old friend, he died in a high-speed chase running from the police. I understood that I paid my debt to society. So I do what I do because I owe my debt to that victim. I forever have to owe that debt. So I wake up and work with children, man. With my life on the line. With my life on the line. It's out of obedience. That's all I can say. It's out of obedience. I got a vice. A little bit of weed. I found a little blunt of weed. I smoke a little weed at nighttime at the end of the day. That's it. Get my kids, pick my daughter up, I'll pick her up, we pick my son off from work, we go home with the wife. I'm just passing through y'all city to get my baby girl.
Yeah, so you still currently live in Fort Worth?
Yeah, man, born and raised. Yeah, okay. No, I ain't going nowhere.
So what do your kids come to school here?
Their mom live out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, their mom live out here. We've been divorced for about 10 years now, man. So, mom got an abusive relationship. I got full custody of my son. Daughter rather be with mom. It's kind of understandable. Mom just went to jail probably about a month ago. I think they just transferred her to the Safe Peak program. I think it's a drug treatment program, so they just transferred her, so she'll be there about 90 days. We got the phone or whatever. Grandma called me this morning and said, hey, can you pick her up today? My grandma's having an 80th birthday tomorrow, so I'm picking her up so she can help mom decorate the house, man. So.
Okay.
No, I mean, y'all see me every morning. I come through every morning. Y'all see y'all blow at them. Crossing guards blow at them.
So what's your name on Facebook?
Charleston White?
Charleston White?
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if he's just making conversation or whatever the case may be, but what's your name on Facebook? I think he's trying to see if Charleston White is just being some type of con man, or if he's actually, just might be interested in what Charleston White got going on.
I wanted to do something one time, man. I just couldn't get no traction on it.
What's that?
I wanted to get like a little book, right? I wanted to get some officer stories and have you guys write a story about what it's like to be a police officer, right? So the name of the book or the project is going to be called Walk a Mile in My Shoes, right? You get some officers to write what it's like, man. I love y'all. Walk out that door, kiss your family, put their uniform on, and come out here not knowing if you gonna make it back home that night. Then I wanted some children to write their story about what it's like to grow up in some of the conditions that you guys go and make arrests in and kick doors in. And then y'all exchange those stories and get an understanding of what it's like to walk in each other's shoes. I wanted to do that, man, to humanize. I see you got a badge, but you don't have a typical badge of what we see. I wanted to do that, man, to humanize that badge that you guys put on, man. Who I am.
I'm guessing this is taking very long because I guess they got the one officer doing the search by itself. I'm surprised, I guess, because how Charleston White is carrying itself, they didn't need to get a lot more backup. But, in some situations, they be done have 4 or 5 cars pull up. You know what I mean? They had a whole 10 people in the vehicle, you know what I'm saying, tearing it down.
Alright, bud, I'm gonna hold on to this for a sec, okay?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so he's convicted felony in Oklahoma in 99. That was 20 years ago. I can't remember. Possession of firearm by felon, Texas. Sure, they've been convicted 5 years, released from prison, found guilty. Texas cannot possess a firearm. Once the 5-year period possession is expired, felon can possess a firearm only where that person lives.
I'm talking about I just got jumped fresh out the shower, been laying down, wash clean the shoes.
Oh.
Put this on, man, drop my son off at work, and I'm getting clean. Don't know if I'm gonna want to wear the jacket, put the jacket on. I said, man, this jacket don't look pretty, so yeah. Friday, sun shining. Yeah, man, pick baby girl up. We stopped, grab us a bite to eat. Yeah, next thing I gotta know the lights is. Freeze, don't move. We don't run and get shot. We don't reach, we don't pull our pants up. So,
Mr. White, you said you've been talking about all these other gang members, right? That's why they're targeting you, and you're keeping all these weapons, the shiv, the mace, the gun. Do you have any, I don't know,
man, please take my handcuffs off. I can show y'all. Just telling him, let me show you. I went on World Star. I'm on World Star. That's the
World Star?
Internet. It's over 500. It's probably at 500,000 views, man. Man, please, someone took my. I had to go to the police department, right? Harvey Street, Fort Trey Gangster Crips. I'm a community activist. I'm very vocal against black-on-black crime. I'm very vocal against the Crips and the Bloods. So, man, I'm always taking a hit. Man, where you at? Pull up. So, last week, I went to the police department, live on Facebook, and said, hey, man, I am being threatened. The police department know me. So, it died down. Someone got that video in harms of calling me a snitch, and it says Fort Worth man snitches. This is what the title says. Fort Worth man snitches on Crips and Bloods and drug dealers. So that grabbed so many people's attention. Man, I'm getting threats from all over. My mother called me, man, my wife called me. Man, I can give you the number to a gang unit office. You can call right now.
So, Mr. White, do you know what unlawful possession of a firearm is?
I understand, so yes, sir.
Okay, you got drugs in the car and you have a gun.
I understand, yes, sir. The drug was
Any explanation?
The drug was from last night, man. The gun is because I just left the house. I was just telling him, man, I just walked out of the house. I understand you guys
You also just got charged for that ag assault with a gun.
The threats are just, man, please let me show you my phone, bro.
Okay.
Please.
So here, real quick, before these tighten up, because I didn't double lock them, okay? I'm going to lock them here, and I'm going to put you in the back of my car, okay? Again, you're still not under arrest. I just got to make some phone calls and figure out what we're going to do, okay?
Let me just show you the World Star.
Just have a seat, dude, okay? And I'll come back to you in a second.